It's outside the box. Do you have predictions for what is new from that company?
What's new in Vietnam? Medics.
Periscope.
Oh, okay. I'm going to be more specific then.
Okay, but not just an up periscope. Like, I want one of those wide
one of those
ones.
wacky periscopes. What about one of those ones that goes whoop?
Okay, can I have any kind of periscope, but it like man with thing?
Mm-hmm.
But it could be a man. They wouldn't be sat in a tank with a periscope. I want this person with like a
peeping over a wall,
or the like rangefinder. I want some kind of ocular device. Okay. Very important, but not binoculars.
Right. Okay.
Very much not binoculars or a telescope.
What about a monocular?
That's just like a telescope. Right?
Yeah, there's a telescope.
I want wide. I want up. Something like that. You know.
Okay.
So it's got to be fun.
So I was going to say medic, but I want man getting blood transfusion and stretcher bearers.
Ooh.
Specifically.
God, if you could combine those, someone holding an IV bag as they're carrying it. That sounds fucking perfect.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm into this. If we were ever going to do Carnevale, I want to do these guys. Some kind of like Templar knights with like squires and a priest.
Wow. Before you had a beard, that's what you looked like.
That's me.
That's you without a beard.
My hands were that small, Tom.
He's got real tiny. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. If you ever like tell that kid like fuck off, I don't need my sword right now. He's there just like just crying like he can barely cover his eyes with those tiny little hands. What the hell?
Whereas the guy next to him in the middle, that's me all grown up.
That's grown up.
I'm in my emo eyeliner phase.
Yeah, you've gone very heavy on the eyeliner. But these guys are all kind of rad, kind of fun.
They look cool.
Oh!
Have you got any stretchers or IVs? Or is it just Deadmans? Oh, there's not even a medic. It's just casualties. I got excited for a moment there. I thought I'd actually won what's new in Vietnam.
I feel like there's a bit of kind of fucking propaganda going on here.
Why?
You'll notice how the Viet Cong casualties, all of them dead, abandoned by comrades. The US Marine Corps casualties, every single one is being helped. Never leave a man behind. None of us just die. We'll always save our friends, but the Viet Cong, they wouldn't help anyone.
Very good
The moment you lie down, fucking dead.
Yeah, you return to the earth.
Wow, God, that is.
Although this is one sculpt from multiple angles.
Oh.
The Vietnam have got 3 sculpts from multiple angles.
Oh. But this still calls them casualties.
There's something very wooden about the pose. Do you know what I mean? They look like they're from a manual on how to deal with someone who's passed out.
Oh, okay, like a WikiHow article.
Exactly. They look like they're in a WikiHow article. Okay. First, roll the subject onto their side. Clear the airway.
Okay. Yeah, okay, sure.
You know
I can see that. Or maybe like if they're in a movie and they're all trying to lie comfortably because they've got to lie there for like 2 hours.
Yeah. Like that doesn't feel like that's where they fell.
No.
I feel like they've assumed a recovery position or something.
We've got a very generous donation from Zoe, who donates $3 in Zoe.
Thank you.
They say, Tom Ben, last week I told you about Q in dragon form, Discord.
Oh, yeah.
From MLP. But this week I bring the greatest news of all. Kragnos is canon in My Little Pony. What? Look up Lord Tyrek. He is a centaur with horns who was trapped in the core of the earth. Tyrek.
Lord How do I spell that?
T-I-R-E-K. Tyrek.
Okay.
Wow.
He's a bit of a Kragnos, isn't he?
He's very Kragnos.
Yeah. Do you think he killed his brother because
they
wanted
to fuck the same...
only piece of Kragnos lore I know.
He smashed eggs.
Oh, he did smash eggs, and he got stuck in a mountain.
Stuck in a mountain. He's always been there.
He's always been there. GW's inspiration department strikes again.
Wow. Okay, love it. Great.
Wow, he can do a fireball.
Wait, so at some point was he like a little weenus, and then he became a big buff boy?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, no, because this is a different... Yeah, look, there's Lord Tyrek. And that's a Lord Tyrek. Did he, like, lose his powers?
Oh.
Become a weenie old man?
Oh, he looks like he's got some schemes.
Explain the before and after.
He looks like a schemer there.
Sure.
Well, thank you so much for that rich lore.
The more you know. The lore you know.
The lore you know. Chaos Dwarfs. You want to know about Chaos Dwarfs?
Yeah, they're like dwarves, but evil.
Yeah. So they did a Chaos Dwarf trailer.
They did. Here it is.
And
It looks pretty cool. I mean, Tom and I have been waiting for Chaos Dwarfs for like a year now. As soon as Warhammer 3 came out, I was like, the only race I want to play in Warhammer 3 is Chaos Dwarfs. And I feel like they've taken their sweet time bringing them out.
they've got blunderbusses, and there's goblins, and there's orcs, and they've got slaves.
And they're real evil boys. Did you hear the rumor about the big Chaos Dwarf hats? So apparently,
They're big Chaos Dwarf heads.
you know the old models have got fucking enormous, ridiculous hats.
Yeah.
Someone's like, and one of the managers was like, give them big hats. And so he gave them the sculptor did big hats. And then the manager said, didn't look at the models and just said, make their hats bigger. So he did. And then same feedback again. He didn't look at the new sculpt. So it was just like, make them bigger. I said make big hats. So the guy just went, fine, have the biggest fucking hats in the world. And then that was it. That's why they got it. Because of like miscommunication. So the legend goes.
I don't believe that.
You just think that's bullshit?
I think at the time there are some other people with stupid headwear, and like the Chaos Dwarves are really based on like the sort of Persian, like Babylonian kind of that gear, where these are just caricatures of their hats, which a lot of them are pretty big, and so I think it's just goofy 80s Warhammer models,
Yeah, that feels
rather
quite
than
likely.
massive miscommunication, because James' workshop was like, I don't care, make it bigger! And they're like, fine, fuck you, I'll make the biggest hats ever. And then,
I just like that story. I want it to be true.
but wouldn't they have like scaled them back at some point, or
Don't know.
did they make one model and then they're like, fuck, I guess we have to do some
We're
more?
committed now. What do you think that big? I think that big robot at the end
It's a
is like their campaign objective, right? It's not actually going to be a unit. It's going to be will you win the game if you build the big robot?
I don't know. I think it probably is. Well, I think it's gonna be like, what's the giant dinosaur? Like a mammoth. It's gonna give them a mega unit.
But it's so big. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like unfathomably big on the battlefield.
I don't. But if you compare that to like the Idol of Gork, the mega dinosaur.
I suppose the Dreadsaurian's about
That's
that
it,
big.
Dreadsaurian. I think it's just probably going to be their bigger unit. Like, it could be a campaign thing, and that'd be fun.
Or maybe it's the mega unit. Either way, yeah, I'm stoked. I like Chaos Dwarves a lot, and I'm looking forward to seeing them in action. But yeah, it's a different vibe. You know, big heavy industry. You can get a lot of that in Warhammer.
Yeah, because this is really like industrial, revolution stuff. It kind of like blows my mind a bit that, like, how can Chaos Dwarves just don't win?
Well, they've got a tiny population. Like in the Chaos Dwarf Empire, the actual Chaos Dwarves are like 5% of the population.
Oh yeah, it's like a small fraction, but with enough of their slaves and like these war machines, feels like they should just be the.
Well, I think they're happy in their lands. They don't.
I think that, that's the only excuses. They don't want to invade everywhere because they don't have the same sort of problem that a lot of the other races have. Like Chaos will always turn on each other. Skaven, they are too busy bickering. Orcs, you know, the moment their leader dies, it just dissipates. The Empire can't fight all of these things at once. But always felt like Chaos Dwarfs, like their navy, the best thing that exists.
Oh god, yeah, because every navy in Warhammer in Mana War followed like a historical navy. So regular dwarves had like ironclads, high elves have like catamarans, Empire have got like Age of Sail,
Galleons and
galleons.
stuff like that.
And Chaos Dwarfs just had like modern
Warships with cruise missiles and things like that. It's just like, how the fuck do you not
How's that not an auto win?
not take over?